By the way, before we start the show, I'd like to show you something truly extraordinary. This dinosaur egg. Talk about an omelet fit for a caveman. There you go. Well, now, this is a chicken egg. What do we get with chicken eggs? Breakfast, of course. What do we get from a dinosaur egg? Loud stomping, broken furniture, and a major need for pest control. Now, a chicken is about the size of a football. A dinosaur, about the size of a football field. Well, maybe not quite that big, but think at least school bus, or maybe Aunt Edna's RV with a bad muffler. The roar is just about the same. So, now let's rewind the clock back to the dawn of time. Back when cavemen walked the earth, because parking was a nightmare even back then. Now, I'd go to do my very first trick or first portion of the program, and maybe I would find this little guy here, which of course is the Triceratops. And I'd say, hey, wait a minute. What are you doing here? You're not supposed to be in the act yet. Huh. Folks, this is a Triceratops. 3 horns and 1 bad attitude. Basically, the rhinoceros of the dinosaur world. With better cheekbones, of course. All right, back into the egg you go. And by the way, folks, have I told you about the Triceratops egg? Well, remind me to do that just a little bit later. And of course, then I'd go on into another trick. This is the beginning of the running gag. At some point next in the show, I would find the T-Rex. And I'd say, as I was saying, prehistoric times were wild. No GPS, no Amazon delivery, and mosquitoes the size of jumbo jets. And no bug spray. What is this guy? Hey, really? Again? Huh. Look who's back. It's T-Rex himself. King of the dinosaur world. And also champion of the guy that says, hey, I can't even reach my own toes. Well, he's not supposed to be here yet, so I'm going to place him back down inside the egg where he belongs. Back you go, tiny arms. Go practice your hugs. Oh, by the way, have I told you about the T-Rex egg? Well, remind me to do that a little bit later. And of course, you go on to the next portion of your show. At some point, you find the next little baby dinosaur. Hey, what now? A Stegosaurus. What is this? Jurassic kindergarten? This guy is the original Swiss Army knife. He has a spiky tail, an armored spine and back. But you know what? He couldn't outsmart a fern. Well, you're not on the menu today, Salidar. Back in the egg you go. That reminds me, have I told you about the Stegosaurus egg? Well, remind me to do that a little bit later. And of course, you go on to your next trick, and at some point, you run across this baby pterodactyl. Hold up! A pterodactyl? The only thing worse than a stage crasher is one with wings. Well, you're not supposed to be here yet, Mr. Winged Lizard. Back to the egg you go. Bird, lizard, flying nightmare, all of the above. Oh, by the way, a fun fact. The P in pterodactyl is silent. Kind of like I wish this little guy was. Back in the egg, you sky gremlin. You're not cleared for takeoff. By the way, have I told you about the pterodactyl egg? Remind me to do that a little bit later. See, our running gag is going throughout the show. Somewhere down the line, you find the Brontosaurus. Hold on here. Now, this is getting to be ridiculous. That's the 5th one. I'm trying to do magic, not run a Jurassic daycare. Well, this is our Brontosaurus. He is the giraffe of the Jurassic era. big neck, large appetite, and no sense of personal space. Well, back into the egg you go, Mr. Brontosaurus. You're not cleared for takeoff either. You're not supposed to be here for another 66 million years. By the way, have I told you about the Brontosaurus egg? Remind me to tell you that a little bit later. Well, at some point in the show, of course, the kids are going to remind you, what's with the egg? Tell us about the egg. Tell us about the egg. So at this point, you pick it up and say, I'd like to talk to you about my dinosaur egg. And inside, you're going to see that, wait a minute, there's nothing there. They've disappeared. You know why? Because they're extinct. Get it? Eggstinct? They're not here anymore. Oh well.